Hello, welcome to my channel, African Culture. Yes, yesterday I called on Africans to start thinking, start discussing silently and wisely. I saw Dr. Arikana. I see most African scholars. I see most African elites bashing the West for the East, supporting the coups in West Africa, that it is a revolution, not a coup. I saw Dr. Arikana praising the coups in Niger and Gabon and other parts of Africa, especially the West. The hatred for France is too much, but it should not blind Africans from seeing the real thing. We must discuss. To me, I see we should look for a way of bringing true mode of governance. We need leadership in Africa. We need to unite Africa, a United States of Africa. It calls for real leadership. It calls for leaders. It calls for unity. It doesn't call for blind thoughts or supporting coup leaders, calling them heroes, calling them revolutionaries. I see Ibrahim Traore being named the new Sankara. This is what we saw in '86 with President Museveni, a young man then, 37 years, now still the new breed of African leaders, the new Sankara. We will never go nowhere. We are praising the West. We are praising coups. In all these coups, we see the flags of Russia everywhere. We know the Wagner troops are busy negotiating on how to keep these coup leaders in power so that they get our resources. Terrible. Look, China has given more than $700 billion. Most countries are failing to pay these loans, and all the resources, 35% we have in the world, is slowly but surely going to China. We are headed for second colonialism, which is dangerous. Colonialism under communism is the worst. No, these people don't care about the citizens. Have you seen Africans running to China during war? No. During COVID, you saw what happened. In the West, your rights were respected. But in China, if you're black, people suffered a lot in China. Africans were discriminated against to death. Compulsory testing and forceful surrender. I want us to soberly discuss. I was looking around how Arabs were able to conduct slavery BC, in 7 BC, before Jesus. but they were already having more than, 14 million Africans in slavery from East Africa up to Egypt, elsewhere, Indian Ocean, like that. So we have to open up our eyes. Reparation, who should pay who? We need to think. France was at our resources. They took our gold. They sold us to slavery. They did all the bad things. 1884, we saw partitioning of Africa in Berlin. But we don't need to beg. We need to come together, unite as Africans, and have one currency, protect what we have from China, Russia, France, everywhere. We should start thinking. We should not be emotional. We should be smart. Stupidity made them colonize us. Stupidity made them steal our resources. Stupidity made them enslave us. And stupidity made us poor, yet we are rich. We must start thinking. We should not be led with the loudmouth elites, loudmouth professors. I hear doctors. Doctors for what? You're worse than those African leaders who used to put on the skins of dogs and say they are heroes and warriors with spears and arrows, and the thugs came with their guns and bombs, and they took more than 20 million Africans as slaves. Terrible. So to me, we must start discussing now to see how to make our bad good, good better, and better best. A United States of Africa. That can only come when we start thinking soberly, when we don't look at the West as a source of problem, when we stop looking at France as a problem, when we stop looking at Russia, China as a solution. No, Africa must stand on its own. The nuclear holocaust, don't invite. By kissing Russia and kissing China, we're inviting whatever will happen on them, on us, Africans. We are not united. Poor leadership, too corrupt, dictators. We're here in the West because we are running away from dictatorship. Look, I'm 45. In Africa, I was opposition leader in Uganda. We organized work to work protest against bad governance. I was tortured. I'm a crippled. I'm in the US. Learning how to talk. I developed neurological disease that affects my speech and walking. I fall. I have headache. Imagine. Millions of Africans are out and we are praising the coup leaders. Terrible. We need the rule of law. We need a future for Africa. We don't have to be blindfolded by great speakers. No, it's not about speeches. It's about the future of our children and those yet unborn. Thank you so much. Mine is not about how many people we have subscribing, but how many thinkers will think to make Africa better. Thank you so much. A luta continua. The struggle continues. Thank you.